Songs. All right. Trying to debate whether I want to switch to hybrid ballista build or not. Problems with switching. First, mana. Yeah, mana is a serious problem. Alright, what do my resistance look like if I drop this neck? Lightning tanks. Where's my lightning tank damage? It's plus 10. 21 with... Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind. Never mind, I'm the big dumb. Okay. Oh, well, hello, sir. You unmute Discord. There you go.
Saw you're in here on your Falconer.
Yeah. Debating trying another version of this build while I work towards trying to farm the pieces for my own version of it that I want to try. It's likely gonna crash and burn, but I want to give it a go anyways. I need something with mana. Gold reds.
Trying to catch up on some of my shrines.
Freeze roots useless. But... more mana is not going to do. I think I need mana regeneration.
Yeah, mana.
There we go.
Way more helpful than.
Well,
more mana.
My current build, it's not, but what I'm going to try absolutely will be. Alright, let's put this in a place where I don't lose it. Sure.
I have so much knockback that I opened up a mage thing, but a bunch of other stuff was attacking me. And I knocked the mage so far back that I forgot I was fighting it because it was off my screen. Until it came running back in.
What can I add to this? Prefix crit multi. That wouldn't be bad. Mana, crit strike, damage over time. Spell damage, nope. I really wish that everything that had an area of effect, like, yeah, even period, had an area tag to it, so that you could make use of the stat that increases the area size.
Yeah, I could see that being useful.
Do I want to add crit multi or do I want to add crit chance? Actually, or the oh right, I have to put it back on to see what the resistance looks like. I need lightning res in a bad way. I fixed that with idols. Probably not. I don't think I have any lightning res idols. Old elemental fire. And I need 20 res. Ooh.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm trying to band-aid gear together. I guess I could put res on this. Just hope that it doesn't run out of forging potential before I get enough res on it. Lightning res. Add. Where are we at? 17? I needed 20. 24. Perfect. There, now we're at perfect res caps. Okay. So now I can add... Right, do I want crit strike or crit multi? That's a good question. What is my crit at? Not close to 100. Crit multi's also a bit low. Let's go with chance. Go. What? Oh, I was curious how that worked. So you can get a critical success with crafting, like when you're adding, like when you're upgrading or something, right? And it'll give you
Never
2
actually
tiers.
done it, so, but yeah, I've heard it. I've never done it, but I'm listening.
If you the highest you can upgrade anything, is tier 5, right? Tier 6 and tier 7 are drop only.
Mm-hmm.
If you are upgrading from 4 to 5, I was curious if you were to crit, would it bump it to 6? And the answer is no. It will bump something else by 1 level that isn't already 5. Now, I have no idea what it does if everything else is 5 or higher and it's the last one and it critically succeeds. It might just do nothing. But good to know. Or good to know nonetheless. Alright, is this going to be enough mana regen? Probably not. Jeez, absolutely not. But we're going to do it anyways. Alright. Oh, that helm that I was telling you about yesterday that I saw on the ground and I was looking at when I got murked by something random. I don't even know what. But I hadn't picked it up. I need that helm so bad. Like that exact... Well... I don't remember what the other stats were, but it is the exact base that I need it to be, and it was a tier 6 or tier 7 roll of the stat that I have not seen on any other piece of gear ever yet. So it is not common. Makes me sad. Currently I'm using a random legendary one that gives me a bunch of critical strike, but basically almost nothing else. I have plans for a build that, like, abomination patchwork style pieces together a bunch of random stuff from other builds. Probably not a good idea, but it seems like a cool concept. It has to do with using... There's a unique... I have the campaign version of it, Gambler's Fallacy. There's another version you can get from gambling at the end of the Souls dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you plus 100% critical strike chance if you've not dealt a crit recently, and then 50% less crit chance if you have dealt a crit recently, and then some health gained on crit. It's plus 100, meaning like to the base, meaning it's guaranteed crits. It's not 100% chance. Like it says plus, it's not increased there. It's not 100% increase. It's just plus 100% to your base. So it guarantees a crit, right? But it's...
I gotta take care of something.
I do need to run that place though, and all right, let's run an XP one. Maybe sends us out in a direction of something. Here, we'll run this one so I can come and get this. Run this. Can I? That way I can have XP on the ground when I respec nodes. the objective. Oh, done. I don't even know what it was. Oh no. But yeah, we are done. Okay. What do you want me to do? I have to make sure I kill everything, or I'll just die picking up loot. What are my issues with the build? Damage, I'll take it. And it's a turquoise ring? Ugh, the implicit rolls suck, but... Effectiveness, garbage, chronic resistance. It is what it is. Damage is good, though. Yeah. Okay, okay. Don't move. Only 2 books? Whatever. Make it work. Okay. Oh, right. I put skills back on. That's fine. A respec. We're going to drop this entirely. We're going to pick up ballista. Alright, the important things that we need to go for is we need to explode it. So we need 1, 4, 5. What do we have? 11. Okay, this will work. Here. 3. Right now it explodes. To bring the mana cost down and the duration down. Okay. We need to get up here so
I'm back and listening, sorry.
Scales off our crit. Just go this way. Yeah, and then we'll get up to there. Crap, where did it drop a point from? I always forget. This thing does this. Oh, right there. This one's point is right here. This one's point is right there. This one. Actually, we need it to go in here now. And then we need one more. Where should we get that point from? Probably here. Yeah, because this we need it. Okay. So respec one here. Get that back, we'll put it up there. Okay, now we run over the books.
Slay enemies.
There. And I think we need all the points in here, right? And there. We need to scale it more. Okay. Next 2 points will go in here. Alright, how expensive is this now?
All the expenses.
It's pretty expensive. It's questionable as well. It costs 6.
That's not helpful.
What is this? It costs 13. Why would I don't understand why I would use over this. I don't know. I was explaining something to you, but I don't remember what.
Crafting. But where you were in the stage, I don't know.
Remember I was talking about the upgrading. Oh no, I was talking about my build idea. That's right. So there is an item that's like this gambler's fallacy that you can get from the Souls dungeon, which can have LP, whereas this one from the campaign can't. But basically, it uses this. The big caveat to this item is that as soon as you crit, you get 50% less critical strike chance. Right? That's the big trade-off. Right? Like, guaranteed to crit if you haven't crit in last 4 seconds. But as soon as you do crit, then your crit chance goes into the pooper. However, it only counts if you crit. It does not count if your minions crit.
And if you're not doing much of the attacking...
If you're not doing anything that can crit for you, then you basically have 100% crit chance all of the time. And you can drop all crit chance on gear everywhere. So this ring, critical strike chance. This ring, critical strike chance. This thing has critical strike chance, and you would want 2 of them. This has crit chance. Neck has crit chance. Like, you would drop crit chance everywhere. The helmet, crit chance, gone. Everywhere that has crit chance, you can get rid of, which is, like, most of the pieces of gear. Because you don't care. It's 100%. 100% is 100%. The tricky part is making a build that works well that doesn't use anything that would lose you that buff. Now, for Falconer, I tested a bunch. Smoke Bomb is safe, does no damage. It can apply like debuffs and stuff, but that doesn't count. Shift is fine, as long as there's nothing in there that you spec into that hits.
My Shuriken, don't put that on there.
Aerial Assault is fine. Dive Bomb is fine. Falconry is fine. All of these are minions. Ballistas are fine, including when they explode.
Which actually I might...
Decoy.
Ranger and go Ballista build.
Decoy is not fine. Decoy counts as a hit when it explodes. So does Explosive Trap. Counts as a hit when it explodes. Which is required for the way that they work, right? So like in here, whenever... like you need... Okay, so... Take one step back. The Falconer uses... points into these Falcon marks where your Falcon will mark a target and then you'll do bonus damage to it, which that part's fine, but then you give a bunch of buffs to you and your Falcon for a period of time after you do so. And then in the Explosive Trap one here, whenever you hit them, it gains stacks of things. Like, there's a bunch of synergies built in. So... there's also passive here. Where's that? Falconer. Right here. This one's big. No, that's not it. This one. Which one is it? What the hell? One of these. Where's it at? I don't remember which node. Oh, here it is. You deal increased damage wielding a bow. Your bow hits have a chance to grant your Falcon additional melee damage for 4 seconds. So basically every hit grants your Falcon +1 damage, which your Falcon's damage is tied to Dive Bomb and Aerial Assault and all that. So every time you hit, you have a chance to buff your Falcon. And this stacks up. So you want to have a bunch of bow hits. So you lose this damage. You lose the damage from the explosive trap boosting. You lose anything that requires you to hit. So you lose the bonuses from hitting a marked enemy because you're no longer hitting anything. So I was trying to come up with a way to mix two builds together. So mix the dive bomber build with the explosive totem build, which what I'm about to test run right now is a mix of those two, but in a way where you could use that neck piece and get rid of all critical strike on your gear and put other things in its place. But in order to do so, I have to figure out, one, is it going to be enough damage? Like the other stuff that you add in because you didn't have to roll crit strike or whatever, plus how you alter the build. Is it going to make up for the damage that you're losing by not having all of these hit things proccing and going? The big thing is I don't like all the procs. That's one of the big things that I'm trying to see if I can figure out a build to not have to deal with. Because like if I just run around and I just drop a Falcon, right? It does a bunch of damage, but it does minuscule damage compared to if I've hit a bunch of times and I've procced a mark recently and I've done this and that and everything else, then it does huge damage. But
fair.
I want a build that doesn't require that. So I have a build. I built up a build planner last night when I couldn't sleep. The problem is that obviously I have all of this gear has critical strike chance on it. I need to have I need to basically swap gear over to a set that does not and still fills in all the pieces with all the stuff that I need in order to be able to give it a go. Because like a lot of these pieces, the only reason that I have them is because they have the critical strike rolled with something else or a couple other things that are useful. And then
pretty much getting whole new ones.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I can use to scale it, that a lot of builds scale with, just generally speaking, is, where are they? Oh, maybe I don't have an LP version of them. No, I don't yet. Okay. These, Morning Frost. Oop. So, freeze rate multiplier, sure. Movement speed roll, kind of poo. Definitely want to get movement speed brought over through LP. But the important part is the bottom. Well, the third one is the important part for you, and the fourth one is the big giant downside that you have to work around. So it's +1 cold damage to attacks and spells per point of dexterity. So currently, I only have 53 points of dexterity, but that's because I'm not stacking dex. The ballistas stack dexterity. Like, you want like 100 to 120 dex total on your gear. Or like gear plus talents plus everything put together. So you're looking at 100 to 120 bonus flat damage, which is massive amounts of flat damage. Downfall to it is big. -1 physical and cold resistance per point of dexterity. So at that 100 to 120 damage, you're trading 100 to 120 physical and cold resistance negative that you have to make up for in gear.
Oh, geez.
So you're trading damage for needing more resistance rolls in your secondaries, etc., in order to compensate for it. But it is a huge damage, like flat damage amount. And I know a bunch of builds run it. I'm gonna see if I can get my build idea once I get the pieces together, like the gear, just to try it out and see if it works. And then if it does work, reasonably comparably to what I have now, then I can look at, you know, how do I try and piece together all the stuff to be able to swap these boots in for like a huge damage boost. Because then flat damage taken care of, crit chance taken care of, The only thing that's left is don't die, and well, don't die. Have the mana to cast it because you're manually casting ballistas at that point, and it's kind of expensive. And then you know, can you recover the resistance loss while also getting enough crit multi to make use of the fact that you guarantee crit everything all the time? But we'll see. Do we want to? Yeah, I'll run an XP node again just to see about leveling these skills up. About to see how well it does or does not work. Oh, right, my scaling isn't up yet. That's right. Okay. I need a few more points before the ballistas in this are actually going to do some damage. So the reason that the screen-wide ballista thing works so well is because the node in the bottom left corner allows it to scale absolutely insane off of dexterity. Not a fan of how frail I am. Like, I can't even look at loot if I haven't made sure that I've killed everything in the area. Like, when I have certain procs or whatever, I basically don't take damage from the next hit. When I'm moving, I take less damage. That's nice. If I'm sitting still and I haven't done anything to get the silver shroud proc or whatever recently, then I'm basically hosed. But the other reason I'm trying it is because I like the idea of the totems will up the screen build in terms of clear speed. Because it's something that my build really is not. Like, it moves fast, but it doesn't kill everything. But I also like how, like, the dive bomb and stuff works with chunkier enemies. So I'm really curious if I can figure out a way to bring the two together.
I get that.
That was spicy. Alright, let's see if I can. XP, that should level these skills entirely, I hope. Great. It'll double the chance for getting ballistas. 2 points there to make the ballistas do more. And then I have a spare point. Could make it cold. Just for the sake of it. Could slightly increase the damage. I guess the upside to cold is that it would add some defensive layers by adding chill and freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll try the cold first. Man, my chance for ballistas is small. 20% does not feel great.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build a new ring, new one, and do a ballista build. Gonna get a screen clearing one.
Oop, did I bomb too early? Do you have any of the pieces for it?
I don't know. I was going to go look it up first before I did anything.
The just straight screen clear one uses a one-hander and a shield. It uses the same unique shield that I have from my other build. And then...
I could probably roll one.
Yeah, they're not too terribly hard to roll, especially with prophecies. Like, just to get it in the first place. And then it's a Weaver item. So you're not looking for LP, you're just looking for Weaver counts and then rolling them and seeing what you get out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mana is a definite problem. I don't know if I like this build better or not, though. For multiplier. Those are good. Grab some. I don't know if I have any or not. I have these boots. Okay. I have next fixes, forging potential, fixes. Yeah. Yeah, in general, the ballista build, especially the one that's like all of its damage is ballistas, it cares about dexterity over absolutely everything.
It looks like a fun build, so.
I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's hard not to be fun when it's just delete the screen.
True. Like, I'm enjoying my build. It's good. Yes, I stand still for a couple seconds and have a little damage. And if I'm not trying to kill things, then I literally kill nothing at all. Yes, I'm gonna make fun of you for leaving half the stuff behind while I leave everything behind. But that's how this build works. If I'm not standing still, I'm not doing damage.
Yeah, the problem with this hybrid one, very clear, very fast. You don't proc the ballistas often enough to reliably use them to clear things, especially because they have to die in order to, or they have to expire. And even with like all the points in reducing their time, They still take a good hot minute to expire. They're at minus 65%, so they still take, what, like 3.5 seconds to blow up?
This isn't terrible, but vastly not good either, though.
Now, the other way that you can get totem or the ballistas to blow up, and the way you do it with the self, oh god, yep, I saw it coming. The way you get it with the self-cast version is you can only have 2, right? So you just place a third one, and hey, look, it explodes. But when you're relying on a chance to get them, it's way less reliable. Let's go for other nodes for now. I'm also kind of torn because, like, I really don't want a glass cannon frail build. But then also I've heard a bunch of people saying that, like in the higher corruptions and stuff, you either do damage or you die. Like, the defenses don't do anything later. And I'm not really a big fan of that.
What do you mean defenses don't do damage, don't do anything later?
Like, you're gonna die anyways, basically. Now, I don't know, like, to what extent that's true or how much. Like, that stuff that I'm not sure on, but...
Dragon Wrath's Claw, 2 LP. Lightning Blast and Frostclaw.
Honestly, though, I think if I had that, roll on my helmet from that one that I didn't pick up, if I could get that roll to show up, that would make, like, clearing a ton better on literally any of these builds. Because it gives area to dive bomb, like, gives damage, but it gives area of effect to dive bomb. And that's the biggest thing, is, like, in the dive bomb builds, there's none of the things that do, like, that have huge area effects. So if things are outside of your area, then they don't die, because they weren't hit with anything. What's on this one? Resist mana vitality. That was the wrong button. Prefixes. Alright, let's see. If we roll to remove, can we get the mana? Oh, we got a resistance. Can we get the mana? Nope, I got that. Alright, that's a dud then. Bricked it. Now, since I've not had that item to try, I don't know, like, if you get that roll on the helmet, does it just solve the clearing issues for a bunch of these builds? I have no idea. But it seems to be an incredibly rare roll, because I never see it. Pick it up. I click on something a bunch of times and it doesn't actually go. Can't say that I like this version of it that much better. Give it some more goes. Can't really tell, like, how much work the ballistas are or are not doing. Here. Drop smoke bomb. Drop bombs in the smoke. Now it lasts forever. It's doing okay damage. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of dex since it scales basically exclusively off dex, but I don't need it to be able to kill all the big things. If I wanted to kill all the big things, then I would just run just exploding totems. That would be much easier.
Yeah.
But I do want it to clear all the nonsense. Especially like the random stragglers of nonsense.
Never seen so many little things.
Very descriptive.
Walls and well, sorry, like I got my stability up, went to go run the mission, and was like, I'm just gonna run to the end guy. But I'm in these little tiny trenches and non-stop walls of mobs.
Oh yeah, I've
Super
experienced some of
hard
those.
to get through.
Like just walls and walls of zombies or skeletons or something. I forget what it is.
These ones are like minotaurs and.
Oh, that doesn't sound familiar.
There's a mix of everything, but no, there's everything in there. Now I got angels coming out on me, like it's just a giant grab bag of stuff. But there are so many of them. Like, I don't have enough movement skills to keep going. I keep getting stuck.
I mean, it must be doing decent damage, because I did accidentally kill one of these dudes with it. These dudes are usually decently chunky. Oh, I thought I had a prophecy for them. Maybe I need to kill a lot of them. Just haven't killed enough yet. Sure, why not?
And one of the little bird angel things was just off my screen, kept dropping mortars on my head, and I'm like, where is this thing?
Those dudes are so awful. Like they're easily one of the most dangerous things in. Oh, yep. It was just not enough of them yet.
I just couldn't find him because he was off my screen. I'm like, where are you? Stop dropping this thing on me.
Those dudes are incredibly lethal. They're scarier than a lot of the actual, like, what's supposed to be scary mobs.
Second.
What else do I want? Keys, XP.
my power. You need to pause your power until I kill you.
Drops idols. Dodge rating, physical damage. Not particularly great, but sure, it's a 1. Yeah, definitely have to work in some mana regen on build, though. I assume it will be similar to this in terms of mana expenditure. This is not wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of my mana regen came really late in my tree from using certain attacks, or if you're using a bow. My passive tree here. In marksman, ethereal arrow, increased mana by 20%, increased mana regen 20%, and bow mana cost increases damage by 500%. And it's third to last row, second one from the top.
That would work for this. Well, no, it's way too far. Something like that, though, would work for this build, but not for the other one, because I'm not actually hitting with bow attacks or doing anything with bow attacks.
Well, I mean, that just increases the mana regen and the mana, and then it's branch skill mana warp. We use a skill that costs 0 mana and hits an enemy, you regain mana.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
So that one stacks up to get your mana back as well. I mean, there's, like I said, they're super late in the tree, but they do help you get there.
Get Dorited, friend.
Alright, let's see how much pain in the butt this boss is.
Yeah, see, that's what I want. I want to keep my dive bomb, single target nukes.
You already look like you're gonna just be the worst boss for me.
I just want my clear to be better. What's that roll? I shouldn't look at this while I just... So the area is 24 to 27 for a tier 5, 40 to 52 for a tier 7. Man, I wish I had that helm. So irritating. be so bad if it was more common.
Nope. 17 pillars of light are not coming down on my head right now.
How do I get where I'm going? Yes, mana regen would go a long way. Is the regen based on your total mana? Like by increasing total mana, does it increase your regen?
I think so, but I would not be the best person to ask. Some spots look scary, and then come to find out it's not scary at all.
What is?
Big bird angel boss thing. Our Gentum Spire.
Yes.
You got the ballistas shooting at you from the different walls, and
Oh, the intermission is scary.
the intermission kind of, yeah, that sucked, but really, other than the big ball of ice, well, like once things accident, like I didn't get out of the way all the time, started realizing none of it was actually doing any damage to me as long as I was in my cloud.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's the intermission. It spawns a ton of those super nuke birds.
Dodging everything and not doing a lot of damage to them. Like, shoot for a half second, dodge, shoot for a half second, dodge, and over and over and over again. And then things started hitting me that I just missed. I went, oh, well, that didn't hurt. Space take you unless you do a big ice spell. And then the second half went a lot faster.
Oh, that was
Well,
the
I
dude.
don't like any of these blessings. So thank you very much for this. I have to run this all over again to get rid of these. Spell drop rate, offhand catalyst drop rate, or shield drop rate. Thank you.
That one only has options like that. There's a couple of them that are like that way. Where they only have like drop chance things.
It'll drop me a giant stack of set gear.
Get dive bombed, my friend. Actually, oh, I didn't realize that did that. Oh, okay. That's weird. Blue filter. That's what I wanted to look at. Let's see for a good example. Gloves, I guess. Ring, maybe. Gloves. Your habitual affixes must be... Okay, so this is just looking for... tiers of those. So what is the... what's the other one looking for? At least 2 of these affixes in the same item. Tier 3 or higher. What did I decide I wanted or needed? Dex and minion damage. Okay. Alright, let's make some of my own rules for a minute. Duplicate this. Ballista, bomber. Yeah, we'll just name it that. We're gonna recolor these. Yep, to... let's choose that. Gloves. Subtypes. Wait. I think I really need it to be arcane. Okay. Wait. Why does it say? Why does it say 4 selected? It's only 1 selected. Whatever. Alright, affixes. I specifically want dex and minion damage. Go down here. Just select it in here. Full Falconer, level dive bomb. But you can find that on gloves? No. Oh, I see what they did. They probably just made one with all the different stuff selected and then just copied it for all the different slots. Okay. Dex, yes. Vitality, no. Bow. No. Damage. Also no. Yeah, no. Skip it. Health, nope. Resistance and armor, nope. Stun, nope. Crit chance, nope. Movement, nope. Cooldown, nope. Mana, no. Minion, the only one we want is minion damage. Just 2. Tier 3 or high. Do we care if it's tier 3 or higher? No, we can upgrade it. All right, we'll enable that. Just for all of them. Yeah, I guess. Rings.
Howdy.
Greetings, sir.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Doing some,
Yeah, I saw you're doing some loot filter stuff.
Yep. I want to try my own special concoction version of a build that I don't know if it will fail or not. Likely will, who knows?
That's fair.
But it needs, I need certain fixes on gear in order to kind of make a transition.
Yeah.
So I'm making like a alternate loot filter things in here to maybe find some of those items because they're not going to pop up very well in the current loot filter.
That's fair. I got a Talons of Valor with 1 LP today.
Nice.
Just in case I want to try that out later.
I have a number of them. That bow is weird though, because like you also care about what it rolls on the abilities based on which build you're using.
Yeah.
So almost exclusively you want Dive Bomb to be maxed at 4. But depending on how much you're using the other ones are also used.
Yeah, it rolled 4-3-3 with Falconer, Dive Bomb, and Aerial Assault, so it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad
but
at all.
It's not, yeah, so.
But I've rolled a number of them that have questionable rolls that have LP, but they are quite questionable. We don't care about that. Care about this.
I've started messing with the build, like the crafting system more today, and I got some pretty decent, just generic gear, like the purple gear, with some decent rolls on it.
Nice.
That I'll use down the line if I need to like dump into like a legendary item, but for the most part, I'm just chilling right now.
Gain damage, crit avoidance, dex. Okay, confirm. Tier of individual affixes with at least 2. Yeah, I went 2 out of 3. Must be. No, we're gonna let them be any tier. Update. Oh yeah, I was gonna look. So I have stockpiled 5 of them, not counting the one that I'm wearing that has no LP.
Yeah.
So I have a 1-3-2-2. I have a 1-3-4-1, which is actually not bad because Dive Bomb's 4. I have another 1-3-2-2. I have a 1-4-2-4, which is sad. I have another 1-2-4-3, which is also not bad. And then I have the creme de la creme. Well, I mean, I guess if it had 4 legendary potential or even 3, it would be better, but 2 with 4-4-4, and the crit strike chance is 5 instead of 3 or 4. Yeah, it's the only 5 one. But it's also the one that I will be the most scared to like actually try to merge something onto.
I know, right?
Because like,
what build the screen clearing one that you know of?
Say what now?
What ballista build was like the screen clearing one? Was it Ballista Falconer or Explosive Ballista Falconer?
Explosive Ballista Falconer.
Okay.
It's the ballista's exploding. That's what does the screen clear.
You use an explosive trap?
No. Well, it can.
The one I'm looking at uses explosive trap.
There are multiple ways to do it, which I think is actually good.
I'm trying to look up one that know which one I'm going with here.
Look up Palstrom on YouTube, and look at his build that he's been working from the start. He runs one that is self-cast, and in my opinion, it's probably like the most, I don't know, pleasant to play, because you're not trying to proc it off of something else. Like, you're putting them down when you want them down, and they're exploding when you want them to explode, basically. Yeah, the big thing that you absolutely want to roll over to that
Palsteron?
bow. Say what?
Is that what you're saying? Palsteron? Palsteron.
Sure.
Alright.
Is the flat crit chance. Like that's what you really want to roll onto the bow. So you at 2 LP, you're looking at like a 50-50-ish shot. Really, it's 1 out of 4 and then 1 out of 3 shot to get the one that you absolutely want. Everything else is just extra. Oh yeah, get this finished. Right, we want to turn this on. Oh right, I should probably put in here what this is. This is gloves. This one is rings. What are the boots actually already looking for? Because I might just be able to keep the boots being fine. 6 or more. Oh, right. It's just generic across the board. Yeah, I guess we'll leave the boot one. Do you need to make... Wait, this isn't mine. Here's mine. Here's mine. Alright, Dex and dive bomb for chest. We're gonna make 2 new ones here. Oh crap, that's not what I want. I want to duplicate. Duplicate. Recolor here. Yep. Item. Body armor. We only want the one type, right? Yep, we only want falconry. Okay. Affixes. Chest piece. Yes, we absolutely want dive bomb, not falconry. Nuance. What minion, right? We just want dive bomb and dex. No minion, no mana, no cooldown, no movement, no crit avoidance, no stun, no resistance, no health. It's under general. Oh, crit strike, no, don't need that. Damage, no bow. Attributes, no vitality, just dex. Dive bomb. One of those. I'm curious, can you do more complicated? Fixed tiers. damn it. I was gonna let me add like another affix thing. Alright. Actually, let's remove Dex. Let's do just Dive Bomb. We can just try to craft from there. Change color. Change name. Bomber. Date. Let's do a new helm. Helmet, only the falconry helm, yes sir. Here we need the all elusive dive bomb, damage, and area. Okay, and then Dex. Actually, no. Have it only be that. Nothing else. We'll see what we get, because that's the really hard one to get. Probably the hardest to fix I've come across to get to roll. But this will also help me figure out if that's just because the loot filter's not been showing them, or because they really don't exist. Confirm. Advanced option off. Yeah, we just need it on the item. Update. Turn on. Except we forgot to turn this off. Update. Belt. Do we care that much about the belt? Kind of. Star bomber. Belt. We change color. Alright. That is what we want. Right here. Belts. We only want one belt. Spider silk. We only want 2 affixes. Minion damage. And crit avoidance. Confirm, and we want just one of them. Give me one, and we will attempt to fish the other one. On. What's the other thing? Rings are done, gloves are done, belt's done. Important is the... Eh. We do want to see ivory quivers. Yeah, we'll set one up for the quiver too. Ruby. Ballista. Oh, can't spell. Bomber. Relic. Oh, jeez. Fixes. What we want is level of Ballista or level of Falconry.
I didn't know when you ascended things that you could get set shield, set items.
Yeah. Sadly.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
I wouldn't worry about it too much for the shield, though.
Yeah.
I would just go and roll prophecies for shields, and then I forget which. There's one of the monoliths that has set shields. Well, set and set and unique, yeah. Shields as a thing that can roll. That's what I did to get a few of them to roll on. Or like to send through the Weaver process. Wait, can you get agility on these? I don't think you can. No. So I want... Is that under general? Is that where crit is at? Yeah, crit multi. Firm. I want 2 of them. Don't care this. Type relic. Doesn't have to be only ancient coins, I think. Actually, I don't want ancient coins. I don't need crit strike chance. I want... Actually, I want ruby. I'd also take antidote vial. Yep, one of those 2. Oh yeah, quiver. That's the last thing. Oh, turn on. Rings, quiver. Here we go. Last one. Ballista bomber. Change the color so I know it's one of mine. We want... What do we want? Dex, minion damage, shred armor. There's like a... Is there? No. There's a, like, select all, deselect all. Ailments. Chill on hit, no. Shred armor to hit, yes. Minion damage, right? Yeah, minion damage. Does it get minion in melee bow? No mana, no cooldown, no movement. No crit avoidance, because it can't, I don't think. And distributes. Not vitality, but we do want dex. We want 2 out of 3. Don't care about that. Quiver, I think we only want ivory, right? Resistances. Yeah, because that's going to help us if we decide to put the boots on later. The resistance destroying boots. That's everything. All right, sweet. Now, let's see if we find any new and shiny things. I wonder if it's possible to stack enough stun resistance where you actually don't get stunned ever. Without it just, like, nuking the rest of your build in the process.
No idea.
Because for frail builds, stuns are very dangerous. Oh, you're standing still and can't do anything? It'd be a shame if someone were to delete your face. $91, getting there. Nope, get out of the poison on the ground. It's not good for my health. Gather my stuff. So far. Spell damage plus 4 to Rune Bolt. Interesting. Throw it in the box. There's some idols connected to more useful things. Not really. Sad. Really need a unique ring, but why not? Oh, I didn't read it. It actually might be unique armor. Whatever. It's all the same. Mana is a thing, and I don't have any. Certainly don't like that part of this build. My ballistas are not blowing up for that much. I don't think. It's really hard to tell. So many damn numbers. I need some... I guess I could always go test it on the target dummy, but... I swear I get skewed results from those things. Why'd he die before I even got to do the dive bomb? It's no fun. Yep, it was armor. Fire damage over time, vitality. Chance converted to... Oh, I think there's a necromancer build that runs those gloves. It like self-bleeds and then turns the self-bleed into self-ignite with these gloves. Like, I don't know, stacks up damage or something with it. I already have this weapon. I do.
Yes.
Give me my 500 gold.
Take that.
How goes the monolith?
Pretty good. I'm doing the base level 81 right now, so I'm still like merging things, so
On your rogue?
pretty good. Yeah,
Nice. Or the new rogue, I should say.
the new rogue. Yeah,
Falconer.
the Falcon Rogue. Yeah.
The bird boy.
So I was looking at stuff, and apparently the rolling more block chance and stuff
Mm-hmm.
is like it's still okay on the cradle.
Yeah, it's not
Especially
bad.
if, like with the other, because I also got like 59% necrotic resistance and +6 all resist, so like it's not terrible. But
Yeah.
I'm obviously going to try to get something better. But right now it's like the necrotic resist is doing work. There's been stuff I've 100% died to on like my other rogue and stuff because I didn't like prioritize like any resistances.
Where did I put? Oh, here's mine. I mean, yours is better than mine. My better one has 6 all res. The rest of it's useless. 11%
Like,
of damage reflected, 92% chance to shock attackers. Like, none of this is worth anything.
Yeah, well, I have the other one that's just like pure damage. So if I was like doing like low level speedruns and shit of stuff of things, I'd probably wear that one. But right now, this works for me. I think I already killed the mage on this map. Okay, cool. I can leave that one.
All right, let's go see about blowing the boss up. I don't even remember which boss this is. Gonna find out in a minute, I guess. Oh, it's Tentacle Man. Of course it is.
That wasn't too bad. I did that one for the first time not too long ago.
This freaking damage... Oh, I was too busy looking at the numbers. This damage scaling thing for bosses, I am not a fan. Where they, like, ramp up resistances if they take too much damage too quickly. And then you end up doing no damage. So it's like this weird thing where you either need to be able to just straight up one-shot a boss, or you need to be able to work them down just slow enough that it doesn't proc their thing. Oh, he did not like that. He teleported me out. He's like, nah. Can't kill the tentacle the first time around. That's cheating. I swear, there's some, like... And this is exactly why I'm trying to get away from a build that, like, stacks a bunch of modifiers through all sorts of various things. Because if you just don't happen to have them stacked in the right way, or the right number of them, or whatever the case, then you do, like, almost negative damage. Compared to if you do have them, then you just nuke things off the face of the earth.
Well, I must be in the other boat.
I want a more reliable...
I've been nuking things off the face of the earth for a while now.
What? Oh, the stupid breath. Of course it is. Yeah, I'm over here doing no damage because dude's thing spooled up. God, that's frustrating. Dang it. I cannot take any damage whatsoever because I'm made of paper.
I think it's one of the things that's like keeping me from like really thinking about going like that route.
Like, I have defensive layers, but it's not the same. And the problem is the main defensive layer this build runs is Silver Shroud procs.
Yeah.
And they'll protect you from the first instance of damage, but anything that like has a damage tick, like the first instance goes, and then after that, you're kind of hosed. Oh, it didn't let me kill him. 13%, that's bull. I almost got him.
You'll get him next time.
And then I really like this boss damage, which is why I don't want to necessarily go the full totem build, because like it has great like amazing screen clear, but its boss damage is so so I have a plan for how to make something that can do both. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition then.
Both is good.
Say what?
Said both is good.
Both would be good.
Ooh.
You jerk. Current blessing, word on hit. What do I want? Lightning res. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I want, actually. Yep. I don't need it right this very second, but it will. Oh no! I clicked the. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Did I screw that up? I think I did. They need to rearrange their buttons. I did. I hosed myself. God damn it. I almost said that a time before, but I caught it in time. Not this time, though. Guess we're doing this whole freaking place again. That's the whole reason I was going through here. Like, they have the keep where I feel like the change should be. Breeding is not my strong suit.
That's fair.
Now what I'm running right this second is like a weird hybrid build where proccing ballistas with the explosive trap. And then in order to do so, I drop aerial assault specialization. So like I still have it as a movement skill, but I don't have it as a specialization at the moment.
Gotcha.
Whereas the thing that I cooked up last night when I couldn't sleep, that I want to try, drops explosive trap and keeps all the pet abilities. And then I was explaining to Damon earlier. You know that that neck piece that you get early in the campaign? I think you've mentioned like wearing it a couple of times. The gambler's fallacy one. Yeah, the crit
That's the
one.
one.
Where
Yeah,
like you get 100%, but if you crit, or as soon as you crit, then you have doo-doo crit for 4 seconds.
Yeah, 50% crit. Yeah.
Yeah. It only counts if you crit.
Oh.
It does not count if minions crit. But most of the dive bomb builds, in fact, almost all of them, they scale some of your minion damage through your hits.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's one in the talent or in the passive tree that scale or gives your dude a buff whenever you crit, and it can, or not crit, but whenever you hit and it can stack. There's one, if you're running the explosive trap specifically, there's talents in there that when you hit with it, it stacks up damage, shred, and some other stuff for your minion. So you lose all those like extra increases in multipliers.
Mm-hmm.
But in theory, if you can run a build where you, oh, no, this is the wrong section, where you yourself never actually hit anything, and thus you can never crit anything, then you have 100% crit chance all of the time with all of your stuff.
So that's something I couldn't do because of, I'm guessing that when the Falcon throws my blades, it counts as me.
Umbral Blade, I believe, counts as a...
Yeah.
In fact, I did some testing on the abilities. Even Decoy, when it explodes, counts as a hit from you. Because I was trying to figure out, okay, well, if I'm gonna drop hitting something anyways, where can I pick up something to like stack some more multipliers to make up for the ones that I'm losing, but doesn't count as a hit? And the way that I'm gonna try to go about it, let's see, where's my skills here? The way I'm gonna try to go about it is actually through, where's the is this my build? Yes. So one of the ways that it can be done is there's a talent in Dive Bomb that gives you Exsanguinating Strike. You get a 1% hit damage multiplier per bleed on the target, up to 30%. It also does all the bleed damage instantly. Clears them and does all the damage. That part I don't care about, but it makes bleed stacks as a multiplier. There's already something in here. It's in the passive, I believe. Most of the builds run it. Strike their flank. You deal more damage, multiplicative per stack of slow on the target. It's a 2% modifier per slow. Yours probably has that as well. I think most of them run it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can stack slows and I can stack bleeds to give me damage multipliers. And normally you don't stack much of them. Like you might get a little bit here or a little bit there. But
yeah,
through, let's see, through falconry, you can put, since you're not, that's the other big thing that you get from hitting things. Your Falcon's mark, and then the buffs that it gives you and the buffs that it gives your Falcon whenever you proc it, you lose those because you can't proc it. It can only proc from a hit. But those points, if you put that instead into Rending Talons, a portion of your chance to bleed, poison, shred armor, shred resistance, and slow on hit now also apply to your Falcon's hit. And at 4 points, it's 200%. So it gets 200% of your chance to do all of the things. So if you have bleed chance and armor shred chance and or slow chance built in, by pushing Falcon Strikes, where it hits a whole bunch of times on a boss, is going to stack a ton of them, shred armor, and then that will give you the multipliers, in theory, that you're missing. And then you drop the one that... You drop the node, obviously, that whenever you hit... or whenever you crit an enemy with a melee throwing or bow attack, then it gives crit multi to your Falcon because you're not going to hit or crit anything.
Yeah.
So your clear is done with ballistas, self-casted ballistas that explode everywhere. But through dropping Falcon Strike, Smoke Bomb, and then Dive Bomb on a boss or big chunky dude, you should have the single target to just wipe out whatever it is. Because in Smoke Bomb, I go with apply slow stacks, and then... Where's it at here? You get armor shred stacks. And then the increased rate of applying both. And then use the one where you shoot the Smoke Bomb. So you shoot it at your target, and it instantly starts applying slows and armor shred, in addition to the other stuff. However, I need some different gear. Because without that neck piece, which is the whole thing about that restricts you from not being able to hit things.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have that, then your build runs crit strike chance in everywhere. Like, I have it on the current neck. I have it on quiver. I have it on both rings. I have it on gloves. It's on my relic. Like, it's absolutely all over the place. It's on the helm. But if you have the neck, then every single crit strike roll is useless because you can't go above 100% crit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm trying to roll out some different gear, and basically it scales, like gear wise, it scales damage off minion damage because everything that you're hitting with, absolutely everything, is a minion. Crit strike avoidance scales your crit multi. Crit multi is super valuable if every single thing is always going to crit. And for Falconer, crit multi is crit chance, or crit avoidance is crit multi for your Falcon. At like a 66% ratio. Like for every 3 crit avoidance you have, you get 2 crit multi for your Falcon. Am I standing in some poison or something that I just can't see? Yeah, I think my much lower amount of dex that I currently have. My ballista explosions are only doing like 9k, 9.5k crits. That's not great. Oh, and then you scaled dex literally everywhere. Dex is the basically soul scaling thing for exploding ballistas. It is everything. Scales the area and the damage. And then if the build works in that, like, beginning state, then you can always do, like, every other build, basically, that does hit damage and not dot damage. And I can always scale the damage up by putting in the Morning Frost boots and trying to fix the resistance deficit. Since you're already scaling dexterity to an extreme. Then the boots will give you just a dumb amount of flat damage. Oh wait. Oh, that's okay. It's an ambush. That's what's going on. Sorry about your attempt, dudes. Better luck next time. Sadly, so far, I have found 0 of any of the things I added to the filter. These explode. Yeah, right. Mine it's MK. Oh, also, since the build isn't using any hit stuff, allowed me to get rid of all the passives that affect your hit.
Yeah.
And trade, not all, but a lot of them for either, like, gain mode or dexterity and some other random thing. But a lot of them gave, like, extra life or a dodge chance or whatever.
Right,
so
sad.
Should be more tanky. Why are you sad?
Well, I'm happy and sad at the same time.
That's confusing.
Like, I got a Smoke Weaver, which is one of the best defensive daggers you can get.
Okay.
And you're like, it's a lot of builds to use.
Okay.
But it doesn't have any LP on it, so that's why I'm a little sad.
Gotcha.
I'm both happy and sad.
I don't remember seeing one talking about unique daggers. What does it do? I might have one, but I just don't recognize it off the top of my head.
It's plus, like, it's like initial stats, like the top stats is +9 melee damage, +2% critical strike chance, which isn't anything crazy. And then this one has +44 melee physical damage, 28% chance to blind on melee hit, +399 dodge rating, 23% reduced shift distance, and 23% increased cooldown recovery speed for shift.
I'm back.
Does the build use shift?
I'm saying, like, I'm talking, like, I'm thinking more along for my Blade Master, my Blade Dancer.
Oh, okay.
I just think it's funny that I found it on my...
That's the way of the world.
Yeah. What the hell?
Oh, I also have don't tell Nog, but I have 2 1LP spell spoons.
I mean, I think he got one last night.
Yeah, he got one. I don't have one higher than that, but I also don't have a character that uses it.
I'm so confused. I could have sworn I just picked up a neck piece that had
Chance to win game. I've
throw
been looking
damage
for
on
one.
it. No, throwing damage, but I don't see it. It's not in my inventory. Oh, you know what I did? I looked at the, like, I hate this. So, like, when something's on the ground and you have to compare on.
Uh-huh. You look at your own instead of the one that
Yeah.
the other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think
I
that
hate that.
the one you're looking at should be on the left, and your compare one should be on the right. That is not how it is, but that is what my brain, every single time I look at it, assumes that it should be.
I'm with you. I'm 100% with you.
Like, it takes me an extra, like, 4 seconds anytime I look at any item for my brain to go, yup, we're looking at the wrong one, buddy. This is ours.
Funny.
It's even worse if it's, like, an item that I have a decently rolled one for whatever build I'm playing at the time, and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. I wonder how this compares to what I have.
You're like, oh, it is what I have.
Yep, pretty much.
I have a new character and I'm just standing there while I'm reading the bill.
Now, he should have multiple videos. Like,
He had a video, but he posted very little of it. Like he explained it pretty well, but he only actually posted a little bit of it and says just use this one for now until he gets his done to post it.
you might look at I think he's had multiple, like, update videos, and I think he puts a different, like, I think the build thing for it in the description is, like, whatever it was at that video. Like, I don't think it's the same one, and then it's just updated, so you can't see, like, what it was along the process. But I've also not looked super in depth at it. The one that he says, or the one, like, at the beginning that he was like, hey, use this until I have one or whatever. Yeah, that one's, like, end game. And it's absolutely one that uses traps, so it's not like his, really.
Yeah, because the one that he told you to use until he gets his out. You use explosive trap.
Yeah.
Explosive trap to get down to 0 mana, and actually becomes a mana generator.
It's not that it's bad. It's just, especially for leveling, because it's gonna be hard to get the things. But even past that, I don't know. Like, I think well, it undoubtedly kills bosses faster. The explosive trap version will always kill bosses faster than the non, because you get a bunch of extra modifiers for your damage when you get the hits from the explosive trap. But it won't feel as good mapping as just running manual self-cast, I don't think. Do spider 6 health? Minion damage? Health? Crit avoidance? Yes! The filter is working! I did a thing and it didn't explode. I'm happy. I mean, by all means, obviously, do whatever build you want, or you like, or seems cool. I'm just giving my thoughts when I look through and have, like, watched a couple of his things, or at least parts of them.
Yeah, I'm still trying to read everything right now.
Yeah, see, I've not gone all that much farther into it. I think I looked at the build that you just look up, because basically he linked the back before it started, or whatever, the cycle? Yeah, cycle. Back before it started, he linked the build that is just on max roll if you look up, like, exploding ballista falconer. It's that same build.
That's what I'm reading right now.
I saw that it used explosive trap, and I was like, I'm not sure that's what I want, and I want the one that he's doing. I want the self-cast version. Why would he change? And then I looked through them somewhat recently when I was, like, some last night, here and there. Just looking at where they would put points and stuff. When I was trying to sort out, the Frankenstein thing that I'm trying to make. That hurt. Wait, have I known the ice gate was there the whole time, or did it spawn somewhere that I had already been? Oh right, my relic is rolling Weaver stuff. Let's take a look at what it's got so far. Increased cast speed. Oh, it hurts my soul. Oh, it's tier 2. This thing is bricking this relic at speed of sound. Oh, that sucks so much. Alright, I need... make a new tab. Go in Falconer. Choose an icon, any icon. Sure. Where do I want to go in this mess? Oh wait, wasn't there another idol? I did one idol thing earlier, but not the other. If so, I don't... oh, here it is. Found it. What a friendly shrine to find at the beginning of the monolith. XP. Don't stand in the giant laser beam of sun from the sky. No, it's bad. Ooh, let's go blow up a mage. Goodbye, mage. Scepter, huh? You already have one of those. Still can't decide. I think this build is clearing things better than the version of it that I was running before. Until I get one to drop, I think I'm just gonna forever be grumpy about not having that helm. I think the AoE, like the damage, obviously, excellent, but I think the AoE radius alone would have made a number of these dive bomb builds feel better.
Which helm?
I had rolled a Falconer helm with the I don't know if it was a T6 or a T7, but a roll of the dive bomb damage and dive bomb area of effect.
Oh, nice.
On the right base. But I had been busy trying to the run was over, everything was dead, or I thought everything was dead. But when I was reading it, something killed me. And I did not have it in my pocket.
Oh no!
So I don't own it. And it's the only time I've seen that roll. Like, period, let alone that it was the exalted roll.
Yeah.
You have one rune for runic invocation. Your runes cannot change until they are consumed. 1% chance per intelligence for 11% more elemental with one rune invocations. Sure, random large mage idol. Oh, has the shield been progressing itself down the... Oh no, it's just not gaining any at all. So talk trash about me, I'll just stop gaining stats altogether. I'm just gonna hold on to these 11 points forever. I wonder if in your build there's a way to scale the damage that the Umbral Blade explosions do to the point where they still kill all the trash.
I don't know.
Because that was my biggest complaint with that build in particular, is that the blade explosions, they might give like one stack of the shadow daggers, I think. But the only things that actually get stacks that proc are the things in the actual spinning blade portion itself, which is very tiny. And that the explosions don't even seem to be, or didn't seem to be enough at the time to kill like even the little trash mobs that should just die to incidentals.
I don't know. I'm not seeing that myself.
Are you in empowered monoliths yet?
No, not yet, no.
Let me know when you do how it is. Maybe I don't know, lacked certain scaling or something. I'm not sure. It's like what I had seen, it said that it was like quite strong build. Like it retains dive bomb damage like these other builds for your single target. And the single target was perfectly fine. It was just, I always felt like it was not killing all the trash mobs efficiently. Like I could do the same thing that I can do in other builds where you rotate Falcon Strikes, Dive Bomb, and Aerial Assault to kill bigger things. but that the explosions weren't taking care of anything. And I'm like, well, if they're not going to kill things, then why do I have these explosions at all? Don't get me wrong, they look really cool, but, like, I need them to kill things, too.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing, like, empowered monoliths, but I am doing the... What is this? 85? And I'm only 74, so, like...
And is the explosion portion of your daggers, like, killing all the little dudes that are in it, obviously?
Seems like it, yeah. But I could be wrong. Oh, no, yeah, that would just... It literally just spun to a group of little dudes and just exploded and they all died, so yeah.
No, I don't mean the blade. Just the explosion that's outside the blade. Because you know how it explodes way bigger than the blade itself is? I'm talking about the explosion part only, not the blade part. Because the blade part is what gives you shadow daggers.
Spun to a group, didn't hit the group with the blade, and exploded and killed the group.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to work. I was just having way too many instances where it would get there, like it would go over there and it would explode, and then they would just walk over towards me anyways. I'm like, excuse me, you're supposed to be dead. Can you please be dead? Because I'd go jumping through a map, like I've done on a bunch of these builds, because they don't have the best, like, clear everything. And there would just be a ton of things left behind that weren't killed by anything. I'm like, I know blades are exploding literally all over the place. Like, 3 explode immediately, and then 3 more will find people to blow up on. I think I already have some of these, but we'll pick them up anyways. Minion damage, poison resistance. Why is this showing up? Oh, it's not my color code. But why is it showing up actually? T7 Exalt with good stats for LP. Really? On a relic? I don't think there are any relics that... Are there any relics that have LP? Or maybe it's just rogue relics that don't... Wait, but this is a rogue filter. What? Hold on. Oh, wait, there is another... Yeah, that's right. There is another, unique relic. I have one of them. Supposedly they're quite rare. It's called... I have an LP version of it. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Melvern's Writ. Crossbow mercenaries, increase minion bow damage, minion bow critical strike chance. It's actually quite good for the exploding ballistas if you're not running the neck version. Oh, that's the other thing, Damon. If you wanted to use the same neck piece 100% crit chance trick, you cannot run the exploding trap version.
No, yeah, I'm trying to watch his version, and worst part is he keeps linking, and like all his videos, he links the exploding one. But then looking at his own skill tree, he's using puncture shot, not exploding trap.
He was for a while until he swapped to the neck piece. He was only using it on bosses to proc the extra bonuses to your stuff. But he was doing it with the dagger, so he had to be in melee for it. That sounds absolutely terrible.
No, I'm watching like where you have the sword and stuff that you're supposed to have, and
Or yeah, sword, not dagger. Sorry. Before the sword, he had an axe.
yeah, he had an axe. But either way, he was still using.
The puncture was only for big things. That's
Puncture.
not how it puts the totems down, though. Like, it has nothing that can put totems down.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out what the hell he was doing for his actual build, because I'm not actually seeing. And I mean, I've watched already 30 minutes of video and seen he's explaining obviously that don't do this until this doesn't work unless this works. And I get that, that's great. But it's not actually explaining how to build a build like this. Like, where is it coming from? And it looks like every time he shows you something, he's showing you something that's wrong.
Here.
Like, I'm trying to watch it right now. I'm watching the third video, which is the day 3/4 update.
Yeah, that one's, I think, when he already switched to cold, though.
Yeah.
You don't use the sword until you switch to cold.
I'm aware.
Okay. Well, this right here is linked from probably that video in the description. And there should be a link like this.
Yeah, no. And all that is just his gear.
No. The gear, and then this site is different than the other site. Max Rolls has it where, like, right above where the equipment is, there's an equipment tab, a passives tab, a skills tab, and then those are all filled out.
This is Max Roll. Still, this is the same site.
Yeah. I'm saying on Max Roll, that's how it's set up. It's not like, what's the other one?
I've only ever been using Max Roll.
Oh. Well, then how do you ever look at the passives and stuff?
Not this way. Not like this.
Oh.
Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, for the big full guides, right? They do theirs differently. Yeah. But this is like the snapshot that so if you go back to the videos and you get this version of it from one of the prior ones, like the one where he still had a one-hand axe, didn't have the boots, or even before he used the neck piece.
Shift, ballista, smoke bomb.
It'll pull up, and then you just go over to the passives and see where his passives were at and see where his skills were at.
So this is once he's switched over.
Yeah, the one I sent you is the only one I have up. I have too many other things open to go look for one of the prior videos, but in the description you'll find a link just like that for wherever the build was at whenever the video happened. Ring, huh? Oh yeah, it's the hollow finger. Who needs a ring when you can just stick your finger in somebody else's finger corpse?
It doesn't seem like it's super helpful if you're not already ready for it.
Oh, that's the wrong shield if you're gonna give me shields. Yeah, so before he switched over to the neck piece where you can't hit anything, he was using puncture to do like the stacking armor shred and whatnot on, and buffs and whatnot for your dude on bosses. Relics.
No, I don't want that one.
Oh, we're not even gonna let this Weaver shield finish. This thing is awful.
Yes.
Or not shield. Relic. Sold. Goodbye. It's like, would you like cast speed and lightning damage? And You clearly don't understand how rogue works. Just do. Damage spells, melee attacks, multi-strike, smite.
We need to watch his thing because his rough leveling one just literally just Falconer. And there's no gear, no nothing on it.
Yeah, I don't think he's done a full guide. I think he's waiting until like he's played it all the way through, and then I think he plans on making like full written guide. But he's probably still a few days from that.
It does look like puncture is the way to go. He was also talking about using a bow and quiver.
Until you get the shield, yeah. Once you get that shield, though, no.
So pretty much the level though, use a bow and quiver.
Only because, well, so early on, you're not gonna, yeah. He doesn't want you to switch
Until 55.
55 to 60, yeah.
So do a good bow, kind of falcon build, leveling build. So you get 55, 60.
Yeah, you can. And there's like some generic ones, or you can use whatever skill you like, or... I don't know how far you can... you can probably take just straight... What is that skill called? Oh, right, I got all my skill points back. You could take a bow puncture thing probably pretty far. Or at least for, like, the boss killing portion. Where does this point go? Here?
You can use a, like, just a Falconer leveling guide, and that gives you most of...
Yeah, you can do that.
3 out of the 4 masteries, and they'll get you straight off for that. You just follow that.
You jerk, I'm trying to fix something here. What is this? Okay. Somehow that lost points earlier. I need that point back. Mana is the problem with this thing. This point goes there. This point goes down here. Down there. There. Okay. Dodge rating minion damage. Wait, do I have it set to just 1? Hold on. Minion damage dex. Armor shred. Wait, I need to change that filter. Gloves, where you at? Quiver, rings, relic, gloves. Here we go. No. Did I not save this? Chill, no. Realty, no. Shred armor, yes. Shred armor, yes. Oh, not that. Damage. General stuff. And dex, right? Yep. Actually, we'll put the health one in here. Where's that? Health. Hybrid health, yep. Okay, confirm, and we want 2 of them. If I drop these, they don't qualify, do they? Oh, they still do. What the hell? Oh, I know why. Let me turn that damn thing off. Where's it at? No, it's turned off. What the? Ascendancy bases are turned off. Why do I see this item? It only has one of the rolls. At least 2 of these FXs on the same item. Oh, experimental ones are checked. Confirm. Update. God dang it, I still see it! What the hell's going on here? 4 affixes. Why are there 4? Hamlet minion. Oh, right. Yeah, there are 4. Okay, I want 4 of them, but I want at least 2 to be present. Only on gloves, only on this. Oh, stop moving around, dude. I bet this is showing it, actually. What are you showing? Haste, frenzy, dodge rating, endurance. I'm just going to turn this one off. Now if I put it on the ground. Yes, now it's invisible. Figured it out. Everybody dies. Yeah, it's just the way I like it. LP, yes, yes, yes. Okay. Bows. I probably already have 2 of these. I do. What's a ballista bow? Oh, but if you want ballistas to actually like shoot things. Okay. What's the range? 5, 16, 15. Oh wait, I gotta check the other items. Alright, I don't have that. Do we have it up here, though? Do. Get rid of that. The staff. Have 1. Hold a second.
Yes.
Give me my 1,000 gold, please. Thank you.
Take care.
Let's fish for some more idols. Game, when I say to pick something up, please pick it up. I am the most vulnerable when I'm stopping to pick up loot.
Truth.
Yeah.
This
Probably
class
died
is
more
built
than
around
anything
don't
else.
stop moving if you can help it. Oh, the sun. Oh, God, it's on my face. I'm just gonna pick this up and look at it later. Those damn birds with nuclear missiles from the sky. Little bitty tiny nukes. Wait. It's moving around, it's back here. That's dead. You already killed the other one. Let's go kill the mage then. Jeez, I almost died. Is it still around these damn bird dudes, man? Jeez, they're dangerous. Are either of these shrines ones that give me the loot? That's XP. That would have been helpful earlier, but not now. That gives me an ice beetle. Can't take that home with me. I mean, I guess I can, but it's gonna die.
Got a very short lifespan.
Kelphin Blasting Agent. Reduce decoy duration, increase cooldown recovery speed for decoy. Chance to ignite on throwing hit, increase ignite duration. So to make a fiery suicide bomber decoy. Gotcha.
I just found a Shrine of Wealth in the starting area.
Sweet. You get all 7 of your monies.
It was actually a little more than I thought it would be. It was a couple thousand, but still, it just being in a level 1 zone and getting Shrine of Wealth. Underwhelming.
Funny.
Oh, it hurts. Also, Snowza. Oh, yep, dead. Slain by water arrow. Well, that's interesting because I never saw a water arrow.
That sounds like when I did my arena run last night, right before bed, and it was like slain by lightning orb, and nothing was on my screen. Like, you lie, game.
Yeah, it would have seemed like something like.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a water arrow, actually.
Man, it's why that's so dangerous. Only imagine an invisible skill and how bad that would be.
Alright.
me that gold. Get me out of here. Alright, let's do this thing where we reset the entire web, we gain corruption. Yep. Sure. Let's do it. That should make the boss fight that much more fun.
I don't know where to put my extra point in falconry. There's so many options.
Oh, shit. Forgot that I was in a boss.
No, you're good. Feather knives.
Get deaded, sir. Siphon of Anguish. Okay. In which skill?
Falconry.
How many do you have?
The build I'm following calls for 21, and I followed it, and I'm at 22 points. 'Cause I have extra points somewhere else.
Here, let's give it to you.
Have you picked up Birds of Prey? Right side diamond, far left one. Gives you coal.
I have not, but I can't because I only have 1 point in AV and stamina.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if I somehow get more points from something else, then I was thinking just feather knives. I don't even know what the fuck feather knives are. Your falcon throws out several sharp feathers that by enemies, dealing physical damage and scales of the falcon's throwing.
I already done the bottom left.
I mean,
You could always do an extra. You probably don't have. Do you have 3 points in Is It a Bird? Left side, bottom, the falcon damage tripled for falcon strikes.
yes, 3 points in that already. Yeah.
Okay. What about... Do you have at least 1 point in Wake of Wings, top center? Where you get a buff based
Yes,
on if
I
you...
I have 2 points in there.
Okay. How many points do you have in side by side? So directly down and to the right from the middle?
1 point.
I'd put another one in there.
Yeah.
It just allows you to do
Falcon.
Falcon Strike more often.
Yes. We love that. We love to see that. Cool.
Let's put this in here, and then we'll take a look at what our messy new tree looks like. Or web, as they call it. Ooh, what the hell is this? Oh, to reduce the corruption. Right. I was told that would exist. Oh, hello, chest right by the door.
Oh, damn.
Has nothing in it.
I'm level 4 and now part of Circle of Fate.
Yep.
Yep.
It's amazing. And you gain access to all of the perks that you had from your other character. And you do start to gain progress, or like continue to gain progress, just obviously the progress from killing things is noticeably
Slow as
lower
fuck.
than buying prophecies. Also, you don't get any from re-rolling. You only get it from buying the prophecies themselves.
Yeah.
Getting so close to 7.
So the extra drop chance of items, higher runes of ascendance, better idols.
So close So getting T7 affixes is twice as common. Give me the loot.
I know where I'm working on.
That is a
level
very
5.
dead mage.
Double reward from Monolith.
That was also nice.
We'll get into it now.
I should not be able to do this much damage with stuff that's like 9 levels, almost 10 levels higher than me.
Sure you should.
I mean, yeah, I should, but
No, generally speaking, I liked the build. I just felt that the clear was not feeling great. But then I've been trying other Falconer build versions, and their clear is also not the best.
I don't know, maybe it's the same way I was feeling with my Blade Dancer. Like, maybe like priorities were like a little off on your gear. Like,
Could be.
I don't know. But like I said, I don't have like, I'm not obviously not doing any empowered stuff yet, but
Honestly, they're not that much hard. Like, the base empowered is not that much harder than the last 3 nodes. Like, the extra 20 levels didn't really feel that impactful.
yeah.
I do not need this idol. In fact, there might be idols I can drop. Maybe there's not. Oh, that's right. Never mind. There will be idols I can drop. But I didn't get to roll the lightning thing because I misclicked like an idiot. Speaking of, let's go do this boss again. See if I get lightning resist again and see if I can not misclick this time. No, don't kill me with your beam. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
I'm gonna hit the night, guys.
All right, man.
Good
Yeah.
swing.
Yeah, take it easy.
Dodge the waves. Dodge the waves. Dodge the waves. Not made to tank the waves. My auto bomber was silly. We just sit in the middle of the room. Like, what waves? My biggest issue with that character, and the reason that I wanted to try something else, is just... It's not... It is auto in terms of it's automated, automatic, whatever. But because it has to actually cast the skills every single time, it's very stuttery. Oh, stun, stun. No, no. Oh, yeah, I forgot there's waves up here this time. There we go. That was slightly spicier with the corruption. Yep, okay. Click lightning. Don't click keep. Click replace. Yes, yes. Confirm replace. Alright, now I can drop an absolute ton of lightning res from my gear. It's a cool looking sword art. Cold damage, lightning damage, spell damage, resist, lightning resist, 100% chance to cast tidal waves when you use a melee attack. Second cooldown. Okay. Alright, that one finally has the one I want. Am I at the point where I can go swap this all resist node? Or attempt to swap it? Yeah. I'd have to do a little bit of idle finagling, but it would be fine. Go get that swap to crit resistance, or crit avoidance. What else do I want to swap? I want the fizz resistance, Age of Winter. Is that currently armor? Yeah. Swap that to fizz resist. Spirit of Fire. Swap that to fire resist. Which will make resistances on gear cake. And it starts prepping for the future when I'm gonna want to swap to those boots. And watch cold and physical resistance plummet into the earth. Necks and rings, that doesn't help me. What about one of the other ones that I need? Do they have better stuff? Legendary boots. You know what? Yeah. Why don't we go in here, get this swapped over, and maybe fish for some Morning Frost that have LP for future me. These stinking bomb flowers are overloading the floor with bad stuff. That was
Okay.
spicy.
You could be really good if I rerolled a couple of those.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot of attempting to remove bad stuff so that I can free up space to put good stuff. I have bricked hella pieces of gear in the process. This RNG does not like me. It says, you would like to remove the good stuff? I'm like, well, I guess I'll throw this on the floor now.
Flip Chaos has become my friend.
It's one that adds a random T1 to everything.
No, it's the one that randomly changes the upgraded FX to a different one that can spawn on that item type. It cannot change the prefix into a suffix or vice versa.
Wait, have I not been using a glyph that could have changed my world? Maybe not brick things. Refinement, room of discovery, room of shaping. What? I don't see. Oh, glyph.
Glyph, yes.
Oh yeah, the only glyph I ever use is glyph of hope. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Change the upgrade used.
You're welcome.
So you do it while upgrading it, and it rolls it to a
Yep.
different one?
Yep.
At the cost of big hit to your
Possibly.
forging potential.
Possibly.
Interesting. I've used the despair to seal things, or attempt to seal
Yeah.
things. That likely could have changed a lot of stuff. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, so now I have I just used it. I re-rolled strength and got crit strike chance, and I just powered that up, and now I have a ring that has T6 plus 20 throwing damage, -4 throwing attack mana cost. Tier 5, 47 increased critical strike chance. Tier 5, 17% elemental resist. And Tier 4, 23% critical strike avoidance. That I could throw on another ring eventually if I have a unique one that I like.
Alright, so if I throw this in here, I go Chaos. Upgrade. Lightning damage. Okay. So you actually, so if it's a bad stat, like one that you don't want, you actually want it to be as low of a tier as possible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good to know.
Yay. I taught you something about, like, you helped me a bunch early on. Like, now I got to return the favor. I feel great.
Should. Okay. Let's try this again. Healing effectiveness. Perfect. Okay, so this one is T1. Reroll. I get dexterity. Okay. It's actually awesome. How does... Is the rerolling implicits? Is that a rune? Rolls values of all the affixes. Remove random. Adds random. Rerolls the implicits. Okay. Because these have a huge range, right? Yeah, 5 to 35% for all three. And I care about 2 out of 3. Okay, do I attempt this or do I do other stuff first? Actually, I think I do other stuff first. I could level this. Is there another prefix that I would want? Light damage, no. Fire damage, no. Minion health, minion dodge. Strength, void damage, no. It's not even vitality, okay. And suffix would basically just be... Oh wait, what do I need it to be? Crit strike avoidance. We can just force roll that. What is this? Add. We'll upgrade this. Okay, now I'm out of forging potential. So I did not have enough to reroll the implicits. It could be worse, but overall, this is a step in the right direction for a ring for the other version of the build. Do I have any other toys to reroll? Probably not. I want frailty on hit, right?
I had a T6 drop with 23% increased movement speed, and one of the implicits is 17% increased movement speed. So I'm zooming around like it's great.
Nice.
We zoom in.
I always want more movement speed.
I also got to drop some of my cold resist off the other boots I had on because I was like at like almost 100%. Nick, I want crit strike multiplier, throwing damage, crit strike chance. Have that.
Okay, that tanks my poison res. Can I fix my poison res? Poison. When I type in poison, does it highlight things that don't have poison anyway? Okay, one of these has poison written on it. And it gives vitality, which is also poison resist. Can I drop? Almost anything, okay. Oh, and it gives one, though. LE resistances can drop 5%. Oh, here, drop this one. 64. Crap.
This necklace is insane. Holy shit.
Oh, it's because they have vitality on them.
So, I had this necklace that rolled like T6 throwing damage, and it had, and with T5 health, and I think it was like T1 physical resistance. So I added crit strike multiplier, and then I sealed physical resistance and got chance to apply frailty on hit at T4. And I still have 11
fixed
forging potential left. So once I hit 78, I can up the chance to apply frailty on hit to T5. So I have 4 T5 and a T6 plus the sealed T1.
Nice.
On neck. It's... Yeah, you're going straight on my neck piece right now. Like, the other one I have is okay. Like, it has almost max roll on T6 throwing damage, which is 34. But the rest of the stats are garbage.
Alright, let's get one more run in for stream. Which one do I want to use? We'll go there. The ring should make my ballistas do a lot more damage. Oh, well, I can certainly notice their area of effect. Where'd it go? Did it die? Mage died, but forgot to do anything to let me know that it died. Let's see what this is. Gold. I like gold. I need more of it. 92. crit is at 70%. Why it keeps changing. I've seen 72, I've seen 71, I've seen 70. Game. Yeah, it does have LP. Alright, that's going to do it for today. Thanks to those that hung out. I'll catch you guys on Friday for Rift Breakers. I think we've got to be getting close to the end there. Just to figure out how to build the things they want us to build to be able to leave. Yep. I will catch you guys then. Have a good night.